Hey YouTube, welcome back. We made a video talking about this a long time ago, but it's time to talk about it once again because a lot of new people are joining Last Epoch, and some of them, like myself, are even playing Sentinel builds because the new healing hands thing is awesome. So this video is an explication of why Volatile Reversal is insane. Volatile Reversal is a divisive skill. Some people totally love it, and some people would rather play Diablo 4 than be forced to click the Volatile Reversal button. Unfortunately, Volatile Reversal is completely insane. It's probably the best skill in the entire game, and I'm going to explain to you why Volatile Reversal is the best skill in the game. The TLDR is it stacks. Everything. It stacks. And it also double, triples, and sometimes it sextuples your damage. So here is what Volatile Reversal is doing for you. By default, it does nothing. It's just like 2 seconds, boop, and you go back in time. It's kind of like Echo from League of Legends, or like Tracer from that other video game. Volatile Reversal has these two nodes that make little purple circles. Boop, purple. And if you hit an enemy with them on the bottom left and on the top right, you see that there are two very important nodes. One says enemies hit by the purple, floof, take % increased damage. And the other one says the enemies hit by the purple, floof, take % increased damage over time. If you're a Path of Exile player, you know that % increased damage taken is kind of like a more multiplier. It's additive with other sources of % increased damage taken, kind of like this Doom ring here. Doom says enemies take % increased melee damage, and that's the same bucket of damage, so to speak. It's the same more multiplier. So in Volatile Reversal, we have enemies take 30% increased damage. Now, for example, imagine that I'm standing here and I'm punching an enemy. I'm punching the boss. Oh, and I'm punching the boss. And then I click Volatile Reversal. My two floofs of damage, my two purple circles, my two void rifts, they're on top of each other, which means I'm hitting the boss with both of them. And if I'm hitting the boss with both of them, it stacks, which means instead of enemies taking 30% increased damage, it's enemies take 60% increased damage. Other important things to know is if you have this for 30 and this, which is 60, and then 30, 60 is 90, they double because you poof and you hit them too. If you're a damage over time build, Volatile Reversal at base effect is giving you enemies take 180% increased damage, which is 100% increased damage, W damage, 180% damage, 180% increased damage taken for damage over time skills with this one and this one is almost triple your damage. On top of that, oftentimes you take these nodes up here, which give you movement speed, and they also give you 30% increased attack and cast speed, which is awesome because speed is good. Oftentimes in Volatile Reversal, you will see people take a bunch of cooldown recovery speed, maybe this node up here and maybe this node down here. That means that you can use it more often. And what happens if it says enemies take % increased damage for 4 seconds? And what if you lower the cooldown? And what if you attack enemies and you recover the cooldown on boss hit or on enemy kill? If you recover the cooldown and you have cooldown recovery speed and you take all these nodes, you can stack it. So instead of 30, which is double the 60 on the 2 hits, you can stack that to 120% increased damage. If you have 180% increased damage and you get enough cooldown recovery speed and and you put the enemy, you can get 360% increased damage taken. And that's not even considering the attack and cast speed, which of course stacks. So in arena, it's insane. Against bosses, it's insane. If you're randomly walking around and, oh, I clicked it by accident. Oh, that's so frustrating. I hate it so much. Yeah, I guess. Don't click it then. The baseline effect for Volatile Reversal, like if you really hate Volatile Reversal, and I'm telling you that you need to still use it because in a try-hard perspective, it's fucking insane. It's probably the best skill in the whole game. The baseline usage for Volatile Reversal is you walk up to a boss, you stand there, count 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, boop, and you click it. If that's the only thing you do with Volatile Reversal, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, boop, if that's all you do, it's still the best skill in the game. Boop. It's completely insane. What else matters here? The other thing that matters here for Volatile Reversal is this node here. I tend not to take it because I'm lazy. But instead of going back in time 2 seconds, you can go back in time 4 seconds. And why does it matter for going back in time 4 seconds? Well, if you take a look at these nodes up here for movement speed and attack speed, it says the duration of this buff is equal to the amount of time that you've traveled backward. So this does not say recently. Baseline effect, this is 2 seconds. If you increase the duration to 4 seconds, you gain the attack and cast speed and movement speed for 4 seconds instead. And of course, if you have cooldown recovery speed and you're killing monsters and you're hitting bosses and you're proccing this time sap node right here, that stacks too. So instead of 30% increased attack and cast speed, you can get 60 and sometimes even 90% increased attack speed. Volatile Reversal is it's essential. It's essential to Sentinel builds. It is really hard to justify not taking Volatile Reversal. I would say that it is the most important skill that any Sentinel has access to. If you really hate Volatile Reversal, I think that you should just not play Sentinel. It's kind of rough to say that. You could technically use something like Javelin and stack up a bunch of attunement and get some % increased damage taken, but like nothing in the entire game compares to Volatile Reversal. Should it be reworked? Yeah, probably. Do I love this skill and I love using it and it's so good? It's so good. Yeah. But what I would like to see happen long term from a design perspective of Last Epoch, I would like for them to take some of the power out of Volatile Reversal and buff everything else in every Sentinel ability, because I think too much power in Sentinel in every single Sentinel build comes from Volatile Reversal. I like it. I don't mind it, but there are some people out there, a lot of new players, bitch, and they complain about Volatile Reversal. So something about this rubs people the wrong way. Unfortunately, it's insane. If you have any more questions about Volatile Reversal, or whether it stacks, or whether it's good, you can comment on this video, or you can join me live on twitch.tv, Perry the Pig, where I might be streaming right now some Last Epoch. I'll see you next time.